Diving deep into spirituality unveils truths that aren't always comforting. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, where each wave uncovers secrets about life and existence. It's a journey filled with revelations, yet it's not without its shadows. The more you understand, the more you see the hidden struggles and the less ordinary life seems. It's like walking through a world with layers that most never get to see. This knowledge is powerful, but it also casts a long shadow over the simplicity of blissful ignorance. Now, let's delve into the lesser known, darker aspects of being highly spiritual. 1. Awakening takes darkness. In the quest for spiritual enlightenment, the interplay of light and darkness plays a critical, yet often understated role. This journey, contrary to popular belief, isn't about constant serenity or unending bliss. Instead, it is marked by an intricate process of navigating through the darker aspects of oneself. A necessary passage to reach the illumination of true spiritual understanding. The phrase, "the darker the demon, the brighter the soul," beautifully encapsulates this concept. It suggests that the depth of our struggles is directly proportional to the potential of our spiritual growth. This isn't about facing external challenges or adversities, but rather about the internal exploration of one's own psyche, where both the brightest and darkest aspects of our being reside. In this exploration, the process of awakening is often likened to a journey that requires traversing through one's own inner darkness. It is within this darkness that one finds the seeds of growth. Like a seed buried in the soil, it's in the depths of our being, away from the light, where transformation begins. This transformation is not just about confronting or overcoming the darkness, but understanding and integrating it as a fundamental part of our spiritual evolution. This concept challenges the traditional view of spirituality as a path of constant positivity and light. Instead, it recognizes that true spiritual growth encompasses a broader spectrum of human experience, including those aspects that are often considered negative or uncomfortable. It's about acknowledging that the path to enlightenment is not a linear progression towards light, but a complex journey that involves embracing all facets of our existence. The notion of darkness serving as a catalyst for illumination also redefines our understanding of spiritual maturity. It suggests that maturity in a spiritual sense involves a deep acceptance of all aspects of oneself, including those that are hidden or repressed. The journey is not about purging or eradicating these aspects, but understanding their role in our larger spiritual narrative. In this context, spiritual awakening takes on a more holistic and integrated approach. It's not just about transcending the ego or attaining higher states of consciousness. It's also about deep self-reflection, where one learns to see the value in every aspect of their being, including the parts that are not traditionally associated with spirituality. Thus, the dark side of being a highly spiritual person is not something to be feared or avoided. It is, in fact, a vital component of the journey. It's in the embrace of this darkness that one finds the true essence of enlightenment, a state of being that encompasses the full spectrum of human experience, both light and dark. Before we jump back in, a quick shout-out to our Better Life store. We have a great selection of motivational mugs and empowering t-shirts to support you on your journey. Check out these cool items. The link is in the description below. Now, let's dive back into our exploration. 2. Integrating spirituality with daily life. Imagine having a glimpse of the vastness of the universe, only to return to the routine of daily tasks and interactions. This shift can make everyday activities feel less significant or even trivial. The challenge here is not just in experiencing spiritual insights, but in weaving these insights into the fabric of everyday life. One of the key difficulties lies in maintaining your spiritual practices amid the hustle and bustle of daily responsibilities. The discipline required to meditate, reflect, or engage in other spiritual activities can be hard to sustain, especially when faced with pressing demands from work, family, and social obligations. Moreover, applying the lessons learned from spiritual experiences in your interactions with others can be complicated. You might find yourself more aware of the superficial nature of some conversations or the pettiness of everyday conflicts. This heightened awareness can lead to a sense of disconnection or frustration with those who may not share your perspective. However, it is in the very act of trying to bridge the gap between your spiritual insights and daily life where significant growth occurs. This process is essential for true spiritual maturity. It's about finding a way to live your spiritual truths in every moment, no matter how ordinary or challenging those moments might be. Incorporating spiritual insights into daily life also involves a continuous process of learning and adaptation. It requires patience, compassion, and a willingness to see the spiritual significance in even the most mundane tasks. It's about understanding that every interaction, every challenge, and every seemingly trivial task can be an opportunity for spiritual growth and expression. This integration is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. It involves continually revisiting and reevaluating your experiences and insights, and finding new ways to apply them in your evolving circumstances. It's about recognizing that spirituality is not separate from daily life, but deeply intertwined with it. The challenge of integrating spiritual insights into daily life is about living your spirituality in every moment. It's about finding harmony between the spiritual and the mundane, and realizing that every aspect of your life is an opportunity for spiritual growth and expression. This integration is what makes the spiritual journey so transformative and rewarding. 3. You encounter more difficulties. It's easy to perceive these as hardships meant to weigh us down. However, there's a profound truth hidden within these difficulties. They are not just random stumbling blocks, but rather they are essential elements in our journey designed to keep us truly alive and growing. The concept that the universe sends you problems to keep you alive suggests that our struggles and challenges are not mere inconveniences. Instead, they are vital opportunities for growth and learning. Think of a muscle that becomes stronger only through the resistance it faces. Similarly, our character, resilience, and depth of understanding are honed through the adversities we encounter. It might often feel like life is tougher on you compared to others. You might look around and wonder, why do I always seem to have it harder? This feeling is common, but it's crucial to delve deeper into this sentiment. Is it really that you have it harder, or is it that your challenges are uniquely tailored to forge you into a stronger, more enlightened individual? Comparing our struggles to those of others is a natural tendency, and it can be misleading. Everyone's journey is unique, and what might seem like a minor obstacle to one person could be a mountain to another. It's not the size of the challenge that matters, but the impact it has on shaping our character and spirit. Engaging with our challenges is like unlocking a door to a deeper understanding of life and ourselves. It's not just about overcoming difficulties, but about learning from them, growing through them, and transforming them into stepping stones towards our higher self. The idea that you have to engage with the dark situations the universe sends you to make you shine is a powerful reminder that our brightest moments often emerge from our darkest times. It's through engagement, not avoidance, that we find the true essence of our being and the path to our spiritual growth. As you face your own set of challenges, remember that they are not just random events. They are, in a sense, a personal curriculum designed by the universe for your growth. Your struggles are not just obstacles, but opportunities to learn, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. The universe's way of keeping us truly alive is through the challenges it presents to us. These challenges are not signs of a life gone wrong, but indications of a life that is actively engaging with the process of growth and enlightenment. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them guide you towards your true potential. 4. You become more sensitive. The path of spiritual growth often leads to a heightened sensitivity to the world around you. This increased awareness, while it can enrich your understanding and empathy, also comes with its own set of challenges. As you become more attuned to the nuances of life and the emotions of others, you might find yourself more deeply affected by the pain and suffering around you. This can lead to emotional overwhelm, a feeling of being perpetually raw and exposed to the harsher realities of the world. This sensitivity is not just about feeling more deeply, but also about a more acute awareness of the energies and emotions of those around you. You might pick up on subtleties that others miss, sensing undercurrents of emotion in everyday interactions. This can be both a gift and a burden, as it allows for deeper connections and understanding, but also makes you more vulnerable to being impacted by negative energies or emotional distress. For those walking this path, it becomes essential to find ways to manage this heightened sensitivity. This often means carving out more time for reflection and solitude. Alone time becomes not just a luxury, but a necessity, a way to recharge, process, and regain balance. It's a time to disconnect from the overwhelming energies of the world and reconnect with your inner self. This process of recharging is crucial in maintaining your emotional health and spiritual well-being. Additionally, developing practices that ground and protect your energy can be incredibly beneficial. This might include mindfulness meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative activities that allow you to express and process your emotions. These practices can act as a buffer, helping to manage the intensity of your experiences and providing a respite from the emotional overload. Moreover, setting boundaries becomes paramount. Learning to say no, to step back from situations or relationships that drain you, is an important skill. It's about recognizing your limits and understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. By setting these boundaries, you not only protect your energy, but also create the space needed for your own growth and healing. The journey of spiritual growth and heightened sensitivity is a complex one. It requires a delicate balance of embracing your increased awareness, while also taking care of your emotional and spiritual health. It's about learning to navigate the world with an open heart, yet also with the wisdom to protect and nurture your own well-being. 5. Your ego tricks you. This occurs when pride in one's spiritual achievements or perceived level of enlightenment begins to overshadow the essence of the journey itself. It's a state where the ego, rather than diminishing, morphs into a new form, cloaked in the guise of spirituality. The spiritual ego is a tricky adversary. It can convince you that you're superior to others who are not on the same path or at the same level of understanding. This feeling of superiority can be a significant stumbling block as it shifts the focus from inner growth to outward comparison. The danger here is not just in the sense of superiority itself, but in the way it can halt your progress, creating an illusion that you've reached the pinnacle of your spiritual journey. Remember, the spiritual path is not about reaching a final destination or achieving a state of perfection. It's an ongoing process of learning, growing, and evolving. The moment you start to believe that you are better than others because of your spiritual knowledge or experiences, you allow your ego to sneak back in, hindering your ability to grow further. Acknowledging how far you've come is important, but equally essential is recognizing how much further you have to go. There's always more to learn, more to understand, and more room to grow. The beauty of the spiritual journey lies in its endlessness, in the constant unfolding of new insights and revelations. True spirituality fosters humility, compassion, and a recognition of the interconnectedness of all beings. It's about understanding that everyone is at a different point in their journey, and that there's no hierarchy in spiritual growth. Each person's path is unique and valuable, and there's much to learn from everyone you encounter. Guarding against the spiritual ego involves constant self-reflection and awareness. It's about staying grounded, remembering your roots, and approaching your journey with a sense of humility and openness. It's recognizing that no matter how much you know, there's always more to learn. And no matter how far you've traveled, there's always further to go. The true essence of spirituality lies in this continuous journey, not in any imagined destination. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and think about subscribing for more videos like this. You can also explore extra benefits and exclusive content through our Patreon or membership program. See you in the next video and have a great day.